What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have 7 trades that I'm going to be going over from this past week. This last week was really tough for me. I took 4 out of my 5 days I lost. So very red week this week, but I'm going to be hopping into the trades and just showing you guys how being patient and waiting for your setup is going to be better for you and just not rushing into trades. This week, I definitely rushed into some trades, as we're going to be able to see. And had I just waited, at least 2 of the 4 days that I lost would have been winners had I just waited. And you're going to clearly be able to see that when I go through my markups here. But let's just jump right in. So, as you can see on my TradeZella, red week this week. This Friday should be 1.4K, not 1K. 2 of the accounts haven't synced up properly yet. Had a big green day, nice green day on Tuesday, but other than that, it has just been it's been pretty tough for me. But honestly, it's no one's fault but my own. Honestly, like I just took some pretty poor entries, and we'll just hop right into Monday. This being a good idea, but a poor entry. And Monday and Tuesday, I actually traded YM, which I've traded before, but I typically don't. The reason I did trade YM this week was because on both of these days, NQ and ES were just running, and there was no pullbacks. There was no pullbacks to VWAP, and YM was actually lagging a bit. So I really liked that. So, as you can see, I played off this pivot right here. We were kind of, going up. And like I said before, ES and NQ were just kind of soaring. Like, they were way above VWAP. And so I was waiting for YM to kind of just, catch up. So, again, good idea, but poor entry. I didn't even enter above the close of VWAP. I just kind of entered randomly and not even above the pivot. It was just, again, this is just not... Had I played this open pivot right here, then I would have waited for this break below and then entered here, and then the trade would have worked out. So again, I literally got the same. It would have been the same entry price basically. But what I did, I waited for the broke below, no close above VWAP. I just entered, and then I was just in drawdown the entire trade until I got stopped out for like 2 hours, and that was just absolutely terrible. And had I just played off this open pivot here, would have waited for this break below, came above, and then closed above, entered long there. Boom. That would have been a way better trade. And that actually would have, that's my proper entry signal. My proper entry signal is to wait for the close above or below VWAP, depending on if I'm taking a long or a short. But again, good idea, poor entry. All right, and that was Monday's loss. Okay, Tuesday's win. This is my only winning trade from this week, and this was a great trade. So I marked out this 630 pivot. I waited for it to break below. It held above this purple line, which is the overnight VWAP, and then it closed above the blue line right here. I kind of did enter a little early on this one too, to be honest, because it wasn't a proper close above, but did work out in my favor and got a nice 2R. I actually trailed this one. I was in this for 4, I believe, maybe 2 contracts, but I basically cut half here, and then I cut the rest right there. So I got a little bit more of the move, which was nice, and that's something that I've been wanting to do. But yeah, 2R average on that trade. All right, Wednesday. This was actually not a bad trade. This wasn't a bad trade. This was just this is just one of those trades that good setup, good entry, decent entry. I actually, again, I was jumping a lot of my entries this week. I didn't wait for the proper close above VWAP, but still, I got a better price than buying here. But as you can see, I put my stop loss below the low of the day, played off this pivot, broke below, held the overnight, closed back above the New York, so I entered long, and I unfortunately got stopped out. But this isn't a bad trade. I honestly, I have no problem taking this loss, because more times than not, this is going to work out in my favor, so that's just a probability loss there. All right, Thursday. Okay, so So basically, what happened this day is that I woke up late. I missed my short. I would have shorted. I would have shorted this day. Actually, the short would have been I would have played off this pivot here. It kind of broke above it here, closed below right there. I would have entered short, targeting this pivot. But actually, on ES, not NQ. This is NQ. But anyways, because I woke up late and missed my Thursday morning entry, I was like, you know what? I can still catch a move. So I was trying to long. I was trying to long back up to here. And this is on NQ, like I said. So I marked out this pivot. As you can see, there was very bullish momentum all morning. Marked out this pivot. It broke below, entered long here. And again, I think it was just late in the session. You can see it was just kind of in drawn out, little in profit, in drawn out, little in profit. And I ended up like basically waiting to the end of the session for some reason. I should have cut it right here because there was only like an hour left. I should have just cut it and taken maybe a break even or a small green. But instead, I just waited and I took like an $80 loss or something like that. And because I took an $80 loss, I then went into Asia, also on NQ, I believe. Wait, this might be ES. Yes, this is ES. But I got out here and like during the morning. So then I took an Asia trade, and as you can see, this trade actually would have worked out very nicely, but I unfortunately got stopped out right there. But again, because I just rushed into this, like there's no close above the, I still, in Asia, I still like to play off the New York. I should have entered right here, but again, this is a late, this is like midnight, 1 a.m., and then, obviously ran early this morning. But yeah, so again, like I think because that Thursday morning, because I missed the trade, I was just in my head about it, and yeah, and just took a bad trade. I mean, it's not a terrible trade, but it's just not great. I was in drawdown for literally the entire time. Like, thought I was gonna get stopped out, didn't. Thought I was gonna get stopped out, didn't, and then I finally did, and then it obviously ran in my favor. But that is how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And that was that was yesterday. All right, so Friday, this is the trade that I took this morning, and this is the trade that I lost this morning. And again, rushed it. I rushed this trade, as you can see. I'll walk you through it. So marked out this open pivot right here, and slight break below and a hold over this overnight VWAP. I really liked that. And it kind of was really looking bullish right here. I entered as soon as it touched the VWAP. Just wanted to be in the trade. So hungry to be in the trade. And again, immediately as I entered, immediately in drawdown for basically the entire trade until I got stopped out. Then it broke a little bit lower. And then it finally closed above the VWAP. And that is where I should have entered. On the 1 minute chart, I still would have gotten the same entry basically. And then it ran in my favor. And these are all on the 2 minute chart. All these trades were. But yeah, man, like this trade again, like shouldn't have been a loss. I shouldn't have even entered. Early entry, boom. I should have waited, marked out this pivot still, waited for this break below, and then a true close above the New York VWAP. And actually, to be fair, this did close on the 1 minute chart right here above the VWAP, but I really like to wait for the close on the 2 minute chart. Just double confirmation. But yeah, that was Friday's loss. And that was across all my accounts. I'm actually in a trade right now. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, shit. Oh, we're doing pretty well on this. Okay, so this is in my top 1 account right now. And I actually didn't get this alert because it didn't touch it. I have an alert set right here. But I'm actually up $570 in this just 1 account right now. I actually might cut this soon. Definitely going to move my stop up to break even at least. Probably actually a little bit more. I might let this thing run. It's still early. It's 8:30. As you can see, ES is way above. It's like, I'm basically trying to catch the move to this level on NQ. But you can see ES is already like above that and actually looking to even go higher. NQ hasn't touched it yet. See? Same level. So that's kind of why I have this alert set. God, I feel like I should probably just cut this right now. We're going to cut it right. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to move my stop right there. So that is going to be, well, let's see. How much is this going to be? 480. I'm happy with that. So I'm either going to make 480 on this trade or a little bit more. So I'm going to move my alert up too. We're going to see. We'll probably get tapped out right here. But yeah, guys, that's basically it for this week. It was a tough week for me. And like, I don't know what it is that, like, I feel like when I'm close, when I'm like moving my accounts up, like I just feel like sometimes I take these like steps back too. But just some poor entries this week, and had I just not had poor entries this week, probably gonna stop out right here. We're not gonna just sit and watch paint dry. We're gonna just let that play out. Had I just been a little bit more patient this week, like this should have been a winning trade. This was a great idea, but poor entry. Didn't wait for the close above VWAP. Should have entered right here. You know, and it's like I feel like I just feel these swings so much more this week. Like, not only was it a loss, but it should have been a win. You know what I mean? So it's like instead of losing $200, I really lost like $500 because I would have made around $300. So it's like these big swings I feel like really like affected me this week. And then this morning's trade, I think it was just a poor entry. I was really like I was really excited to just trade this morning and like take a W that I feel like I just like should have just been a little bit more patient. But I hope that this was helpful for you guys to kind of see like just how being patient and waiting for your entries is going to help you in the long run. It's going to help your equity curve and all of that stuff. As you can see, you know, I'm still doing good. I'm doing good and I'm doing well, but I think I just like, you know, I'm just getting in my own way sometimes. Again, like that Thursday morning, like both of these Thursday trades, the Asia trade that I just got stopped out of that trade. Nice. All right, cool. We are done trading for the week officially. Super happy with that trade right there. But like these two trades, I shouldn't have even taken these because I should have woke up Thursday morning, taken that short. Again, I think it was on ES. It wasn't on this, but there was a really nice short setup that I would have taken if I was up, but I wasn't up, missed it, then felt FOMO, entered here. I mean, this trade wasn't a bad trade, but I think what was bad is that I was just kind of like waiting for it to do something, and it clearly wasn't, and I should have cut out. I should have just got out right here. And even when I was like in the green again, I was like, dude, I should just cut this and just move on to the next day. But I didn't. Instead, I took a small loss, and because I did that, I wanted to get that back, hopped into Asia, took another loss, and so it's just like, and then this morning, again, affected by yesterday. So, you know, I think next week my big focus is going to just be being patient and waiting for true closes above and below the New York VWAP, because that really fucked me up this week. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Like and subscribe, helps the channel out, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.